Hello, my name is Elina and welcome all to explore See the Good digital tools. So our goal today is to look into the tools that you have in See the Good, especially the digital ones, and to see and explore how you can best use them with your groups. To also regarding your goals. So what are your goals, for example, in regard for the values that you have in your schools, or then you can look at what you would like to see more with your groups, or what kind of challenges you might have, what kind of skills you want to practice with your students. So we will look into how this material can help you and how you can best use it with your groups. My name is Elina. I am a teacher and also a trainer, a head of training in See the Good, and co-founder, and I'm really happy to be your coach on this journey. Whenever you have any questions, you can contact me in this email address, and I'm really happy to help you with any questions. And there you see, this is the strength approach that we have. So looking into each other and ourselves through strengths. And I hope that today you will get a lot of more tips on how to do it with your group and with your students as well. When we go to the digital tools, you have ready-made lesson plans there, and you have different age groups, and you can choose the age group that you are teaching. So we have tried to make this as easy as possible for you teachers. So you can just open the lesson material and start teaching. You will have the strength crowd there animated, and you will have for the older students, you will have different kind of visuals, and this we are actually now developing. So what you find there now is different than what we will find in August. So this is also for you a little tip for future, that we are now especially working with the grade 7 to 9 and 10 to 12. So we will provide more material and a little bit different visual elements for the bigger students later on. Then you will have the goal setting tool, so you can set a goal. Now that you will go and explore, you will look at the materials, you will think of the skills that you want your students to learn. So you will have the lesson plans ready-made, and then you'll have also opportunity to set a goal for your group. So what is the skill that you will practice, and how will you do it? What is your goal? And then you will start practicing and seeing the successes. Now let's go and have a look a little bit at the plan that we have. So to be able to actually learn about the material and know it well, let's go and have a plan together, and we will be here coaching you, and we will be here supporting you. So anytime you have problems or questions, just go right ahead and send us a message, and we will be encouraging you and cheering for you. So let's make a plan together. So now I would like you to go to the platform and open it on your computer, and go to the lesson materials. So let's have a look here. So yeah, we have perseverance. So as you see, the material is divided to sessions. So we have 4 sessions, and this is in a way planned according to this idea of strength of the month, right? So these are weekly sessions. Of course, you can use the material also in other ways. So teachers have asked me, can I do them like during 1 week's time every day? Of course you can. But this is like overall the way most schools use this is according to the strength of the month. So, and let's have a look at these sections. So first of all, we have start. And in the start session, we will always look at the strength, like on a general level. What does it mean? What does perseverance mean? How does it show? And in the material for elementary students, we have Strength Pro, who will tell you, so that you can just click it on and listen to what the Strength Pro has to say. So we look into perseverance. How does it show? Is it your strength? What happens if we lack perseverance? Can someone be too perseverant? This is also a very good point of discussion sometimes. And then we will always have the Strength Browse tips. And this is something that you could have even on your blog, so that this is the tips that you will follow during the week, right? And then there is this reflection. What did you learn at the end of the session? And here we have the dance. This was the start session, but let's have a short look at all of these, so that you can sort of see what the structure is like. So start was recognizing perseverance. What does it mean? And getting to know it a little bit. And in speak session, we will then learn to encourage others. So when we see in our group that someone is being perseverant or in different kind of situations, we can thumbs up for them and give them positive feedback and encourage them. And there are examples what you can say, and this is about the inner speech that I'm just mentioned before. So an example of how you can encourage what to say to yourself in situations when you don't feel like continuing anymore, you feel like giving up. How can you help yourself? And then on the other hand, how can we help each other in the group? Now what you see here on the screen is it offers me to collect a trophy for my group. So every time you will close this session, it will offer this opportunity. So if you think that this is because some teachers, or not all teachers, want to go through all the slides, so they might want to go through just some of them. So we give an opportunity to collect the trophy for your group at your chosen point. Then there will be some exercises, and I would recommend you to have a notebook, perhaps, for your students, a strength notebook, so that you can do, for example, this kind of exercises also written. You can do this in groups or with pair, but also I think it's a good way to do some of these to your own notebook, so that you can have also documentation. As you will see, we also have PDFs for the teachers that they can share, distribute to the students. So those can be also, put to the notebook, glued there, so that they are not just in your backpack as random PDFs. So having the notebook is often very, very good idea. Okay, so this was about the encouraging others and yourself, and ACT is about putting it to action. So what does it mean in action to be perseverant? There are always examples, because these terms are quite difficult to understand, even sometimes for us adults. So it's good to put it to like in concrete examples. So what does it mean? Yes. And then I also like this one, when it's easy for you to persist or be perseverant. So starting from the successes, right? We can also look at when it's difficult and what do I need. And this encouraging voice, pay attention to your inner speech. Choose to listen to the encouraging and kind voice. I think this is a good advice to us adults as well. Remembering to encouraging and being kind. And here's an example of that also. So, listening to the kind voice. we always have, don't we? We very often have the both. We can choose what to strengthen. And then there are the Krause tips. Often we also have exercises in a form of a video. So let's have a look at this one. So here, of course, the teacher can stop the video and then they can all together select one task for the whole group, or then they can, the students can individually pick one. So most of the teachers I've seen, they have picked one together, and then they have often done several of these also during the lesson. But these video exercises are quite popular here in the material as well.
Yes.
At the end of this train section, we have also this exercise to be done. So am I sharing now the exercise?
Yes, I can see it.
Excellent. So perseverance at school. So this is a PDF, so you can put this on the wall and you can pick a challenge for each day if you like, or the students can even play bingo with this game board. But then not only that, but also like homework. So this can be done with the family. Can be shared to the parents and in that way including the parents also. So here is one example of the ACT part, and then the last week is about assessment and looking back and reflecting on what we have learned. So now we've been studying or practicing this skill for about a month. We can look back to what have we learned as a group. And we will again look at what does it mean to practice perseverance. We are collecting a lot of trophies here. And what have we learned? And then this is nice strength crow will visit your classroom. What will he see? Then our group's guidelines for perseverance. When we practice it, what will we do? And the strength crow tips. So again, at the end. And on this last week, students will do a little exercise to reflect on the past month and to see the moments where they have been perseverant, so they can write or draw about the situations when they have been perseverant themselves, at home, at school, in free time, and with friends. And this is also offered in every strength. So if you have and do with your students this for each month, for each strength, then at the end of the school year, you will have a nice portfolio of all the strengths that you'll be practicing. So having them as a catalog or in a portfolio would be a good idea for the end of the year to give to the students as well. Also, this would be like the weekly plan for the month. And then we have additional exercises. So these are the ones that you can pick any time of the week for your group. Nice opportunities also to set a goal for your group. So now that you are practicing perseverance, you will set a goal by selecting it from this list. Let's see here. And then we can write a description. For example, I will ask for help when I have difficulties. That's also being perseverant, right? Not giving up, but asking for help. That's a good skill. Then when we see in the group that we've been courageous enough to ask for help, or we've been helping each other, then we get a point. And then when the 10 points, when we have achieved the goal, then of course there can be some celebration if the group, if you like. You can read your favorite story or what would be the reward for the group. You can have it if you like. But this is makes it sort of tangible for you to have the goal that you are practicing, so that you can also pay attention to the successes with your group. So it's very helpful when you have this strength of the month, you're practicing a skill, you can always put a new goal, a very specific target also. So you can have, for example, I will finish my math exercises. If I don't know how to do it, I will ask for help, but I will finish it. So you can have a specific goal for the group, whatever it is that you are practicing at that time. And the groups are open, so you can have a look or join any of these groups. So for example, if as we always have, every group has several teachers. They have perhaps English teacher or French teacher or a music teacher. So they can go to the group and see the goal that they are having. And they can use if the teachers want to collaborate, so they can use the same goal, the music teacher in her classroom, so they can share it. And that's sort of the idea of giving the opportunity to collaborate there.
Very nice.
Yes, and it's only visible on these groups. So I will select this one, and then we will have the perseverance goal here. It doesn't show for everyone. It shows for the teachers who just, pick the group here. If I pick this one, then there's a different one. So here we'll have your trophies and your goals and the games that you have played with this. You can have a look with your students as well to see all the achievements that you have gained. So that's quite nice. This is also where you can write the messages, the community wall. So some schools have had really nice, they have written here on the community wall, like Louis said, when they have seen someone, or the group. For example, it was really nice that 4B group helped me to clean up the classroom after our lesson. And then you can write it down here. And then others will write different positive feedback. And then in this one school, it was the principal who actually said those or read those all aloud in the head speakers of the school, so that the whole school heard the positive feedback. This is about giving strength feedback to each other, and we could try this out now. You can do this with your work community, so it's for the teachers, and it's also for the bigger students. So, okay, we are all here. So now I will just press this start here, and now in your phone you will see a name, and then you can choose a strength for them.